See, those are the days where I really enjoy my job. Or the moments. Not the entire day, maybe. So I just had a meeting with one of the students that I. Betreuen is which word? Doesn't matter. Who writes a paper? Yeah, a paper, that's the word. They write a paper and I'm the one who's grading it, right? So this is for basics of scientific writing, broadly translated title of that class. And I got to choose the topics, right? So I got to choose a track, and basically we're simulating a conference at the end of it. Anyhow, my track is blockchain, and so I selected a few interesting topics like smart contracts and consensus algorithms, and for that guy, NFTs and or tokens in general, and he was one of the people. He really enjoyed the topic. Like with the others, after 10 minutes, we were done, and we're like, yeah, like your topic, it's good, continue. And with him, we just had a call for an hour, and we were just discussing what he's gonna do, and he told me that he enjoys this topic because he didn't know much about blockchain before, and now he does. And because he had to research it for that project. And those are the moments where I'm like, yeah, you're welcome. You're so welcome. yeah. Uh, yeah. Anyhow, while he was telling me what he's gonna write about, I already thought what I wanna look into next. He's gonna write about like arts and NFTs, right? Because like classic, that's NFTs, and I mean, CryptoKitties, you know the story. I made a video once, but what I thought, yeah, you're right. That opens up opportunities for instance, musicians. I was like, yeah, we need a decentralized store for music where artists are in full control of the music they sell, and then the people who buy the music, they buy NFTs. Because if I would buy music and get an NFT, I would so buy music. And I never bought music because I'm like, why would I pay like €3 for like an MP3 file that I could just download like this, right? But if it's an NFT, I'm like, oh, I hold that NFT. I want to have it. I spend a lot of money on NFTs, but that's an entirely different story that I don't want to get into right now. Anyhow, so NFTs, right? Ah, and I'm like, oh, I could develop a thing. No, I could get myself a team to develop a thing. But then I'm like, no, this thing should already exist. Why does it not exist already? Should I be the one developing this? No, somebody's gonna develop this. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be this. It would be so cool, right? If you have just a market where you go to buy music, then you get your NFT into your, and then we need to think of, well, how do we now get that on our phone to actually listen to, and how do we make sure that only the people who would hold the NFT can listen to it? All those infrastructure questions, but the idea behind it, you buy the music from a decentralized platform where the artist can just upload it, and you actually get the right to listen to that music represented as an NFT. Technically, it's not hard to implement this part. And I really want, like, I want that platform to already exist. And so maybe it does. Maybe I just didn't find it yet. So I'm gonna look into that. And if it doesn't, then maybe I'm gonna hit up a bunch of people in the Solana development sphere, because I want to build it on Solana. It's my favorite chain right now. Um, to maybe make something like that happen. But it takes so much more than just the development. It needs the marketing, the licensing, the everything, or also legal matters that I actually don't really want to get into, if we're honest. But anyhow, I'm super excited about this now, and because like if like I always wanted to be the guy who owns a label for some reason, and then I go to musicians and I say, hey, I want you in my label. But if I had that thing, that platform thing, I could go up to musicians and say, hey, did you consider going to that platform and selling your songs there? If there are people on that platform who, and I mean, there are people on platforms just buying NFTs like all the time. Why not that? More dedicated to music, not so much to images and art in that way. Tell me why that's not a great idea. I think that's a great idea. There you go. You can have my great idea. Go develop it and then tell me about it. That would be so cool. Because fuck big labels. Musicians should get all of their money that they deserve. And a little bit for the platform. Just a tiny little. Maybe 2% for the platform, such that the platform can also grow and be developed on. Then of course we need a token for that platform to do all the governance and make the decisions for the DAO. Already all in my head, but it's never gonna come to life because I ain't got no time to do it. But if you do, good luck. Let me know about it, and tell me when you're done. Anyhow, it's great that people are interested in blockchain because of me. That made it even better. Yeah. Okay. Now back to work.